All right, so hello, Jamar Shad here, Frederick's best interviewer. Today I'm with Josh Phipps. Say hello.
Hello.
So Josh has been in business for 8 years. He's been married for 3 years. He has 5 kids, and we are at Valor Lives interview. Excuse me, I cannot talk. Valor Lives interview series, episode 122. Why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's people who deserve to have their stories told. Number two, there's people out there who need to hear successful stories so they could be inspired. And number three, to let you know you could go out there without a bunch of fancy equipment and impact your community. So just like always, each interview is right around that 10-minute mark, raw and uncut. So Josh, who are you and what do you do?
My name's Josh Phipps, and I am here in this world to leave the world a better place than I found it. That's really my mission in life,
Okay.
and that's why I'm here.
All right.
Honestly,
What is your business?
I have two businesses.
Okay.
One is called Conceptin. It's a software business that builds innovative solutions, and what's behind us is Diamond Dog Resorts, which is a dog resort up here in the lovely back hills of southern Frederick.
Okay. Diamond Dog Resort.
Diamond Dog Resort.
All right. So people, if they're going out of town, they could drop the dogs off.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you do like those check-ins where you send photos to the parents? And
Absolutely, yeah. So we actually have an application, a little app that you put on your phone,
okay.
and we text you, send you pictures, updates, everything like that, so you know what's going on with your dog. We have people who actually call us like a couple times a day, just saying, "How are they doing? Is everything good?" So yeah, we're all like, we treat every dog like they're our own because we really believe that. Because if we want a place that people can leave their dogs,
Yeah.
where they believe like where we would leave our dogs, so we want to make sure it's like that comfortable and that like home like experience for them. So yeah, absolutely. And since we live out here in the middle of the woods, you can sort of hear chickens and whatnot, but it's super quiet. This is literally one of the taglines we have is if you're going on vacation, why don't your dogs as well? Because this is like a vacation for them as well. And it's a nickname. Josh is Camp Josh is what a lot of the people
Camp Josh.
people come up here.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how many dogs can you have at one time here before you max out capacity?
We can have 14 dogs. So
14
we're
dogs.
relatively small for a kenneling system
Okay.
for a boarding center, which is nice too because that gives us the ability to have lots of hands-on time with everybody.
All right, fair enough. Awesome. And then where do you want the business to be a year from now?
I would very much like to have the business have like steady business throughout the weeks, not just the weekends and the holidays. So we're trying to build like a group of a larger cadre of clients, but then also people who like travel much on a longer basis, so that we can have them sort of like stay with us for longer, bigger stays.
Okay. So, what is the longest you've had a dog here?
4.5, almost 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where were their parents going?
They were in Jamaica. They were starting up businesses in Jamaica, and they had to leave their dog here. So yeah, so that was yeah. And we've had dogs stay for a little over a month. That's sort of the other sort of like the length of stay, but that was the longest by far.
So wait a minute. So you had a dog here for 4 months, and then you had to give it back.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
Oh, we won't. That dog, he was like ours. I mean, we were so bonded with him, but he had to go on to another. I mean, he went with other family, and it was really good for him. So yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with them?
A little bit here and there. I do. I've texted with them, emailed them a little bit, but he's we got pictures from him when he arrived, and he was all happy and everything was good. So that was really cool. So,
okay, fair enough. And then, what was your proudest moment of 2023?
Proudest moment of 2023 was when I think my wife and I had an amazing trip to France, and we sort of helped regel our goals and our missions and that we're moving forward with in our life.
Okay. How long were you in France for?
About a week and a half, almost. Yeah, a little about a week and a half, little shy 2 weeks.
Would you ever want to go back?
Absolutely, as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. All right. What was your lowest moment of 2023, and how did you overcome it?
I found that one of my really dear friends had to come down with cancer, and it was really devastating. And he was very prominent in the healthcare industry. I come from a healthcare background, and so when it all started coming about, I sort of decided to basically come back into the healthcare fold, and on my spare time, as a nonprofit, to be able to start giving back healthcare to the community.
Okay. And then, do you have a morning routine, something you do every day to get your day started successfully?
My morning starts with the alarm going off, of course, but then I try and take 10 minutes to meditate, just to sort of recenter myself, get myself out of that dream state and sleep state back into this physical world. So,
do you use like an app for that?
I don't.
Okay. I use Headspace. You ever heard of Headspace?
I've heard of Headspace. Yeah,
okay,
I haven't used that.
You don't use it.
I don't use that. No.
Gotcha. And then
Josh-Space.
Josh-Space. Do you have a daily routine that if you don't do it every day, your day does not feel successful or complete, rather?
It would be being with the dogs, being out here in nature, taking care of everyone. I mean, this is part of the process of having like this sort of space, is that you become sort of like one with it, and you with the animals are really sort of become unified. And you kind of, if you don't go out and do it, you sort of feel hollow.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Of all your dogs, which one's the baddest?
Which one's the baddest?
Yeah, which one's the baddest?
Oh, probably the one right there. That would be Clyde.
Clyde.
Clyde, our bulldog. Yep. And then he's a piece of work.
And which one is the biggest, like, cuddler, like, wants to be all up on top of you all the
Well, that
time?
would be Bonnie. She's inside, but Mika is our secondary. She is a sweetheart. She's actually training. We're actually training her to become a service dog.
Really?
Yeah. So she's going to be going back to her veteran. She's going to be getting a veteran in probably October, November this year.
Okay.
So yeah.
What type of service will she be doing?
She'll be an oh, stop. She'll be here for support for PTSD and anxiety. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool. And then what audio or what book are you currently reading, or audio are you listening to?
So I'm rather busy, so I don't really read whole books and everything like that. I do Blinkist. Blinkist is like where they consolidate books into 15 minutes.
Oh.
So I do like 5 or 10 of those a week. So I sort of like, I couldn't tell you which one because there's like a lot of them. So everything from neuroscience, psychology, business, technology, of course, AI, everything nowadays. But for my business work for that. But yeah.
Blinkist.
Blinkist, it's really cool.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
And then what do you have a go-to app for, like, productivity, or other than Blinkist, obviously?
I use something called The Brain, which is it's a non-linear, it's a non-hierarchical like organizational tool. So if you think about like a mind map, but in like a much grander scale, so you can actually like link all these different things together. Because I think in like pictures, and I think in sort of like connections, but not necessarily like files and folders. So this tool allows me to like really kind of keep all of my sort of mind in this little tool, and I can keep everything organized.
It's called Brain.
The Brain.
The Brain.
Fascinating. Yeah. It's a fascinating tool.
Is it, you have to pay for it, or is it like...
There's a free version for sure.
Yeah. Yes. All right. All about the free version.
Absolutely.
All right. What advice would you give to your 25-year-old self?
Stay positive, stay confident. That's really key in this world, because if you're confident, you exude that confidence. What you put in, what you have inside, you push outside, and that really kind of comes back to you. So I think being confident throughout your life is like really critical.
Amen, brother. And then what are you most thankful for other than family?
Thankful for family. Wow. My health, our prosperity.
Okay.
You know, living in this amazing place. It's just it's like a dream. It's like living in paradise out here. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Paradise. What about all the naps, though?
You get used to them.
Get used. All right. Then, what do you have planned for 2024 that you're excited about?
Right. So I mentioned my friend getting ill and getting back into healthcare. I had this nonprofit that I worked on for many years, and then during COVID, it kind of stopped because COVID happened.
Sure.
And so I'm getting back on the horse with that. I'm actually going to Belize, and I'm going to be training 10 basic healthcare workers, and then taking supplies to them in later this year. So that'll be good. And then working on another 20 after that, and sort of building the cadre inside of Belize so that they can actually have them focus and eat. Everyone will have one in every village, so you always have someone there to take care of you.
Gotcha. Is he trying to get to us, you think?
I think looks like she might be. Yeah, she's working her way out.
All right, we got to hurry up then. Any dream travel destinations?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere? Okay.
Yeah. One of my biggest dreams though is to have a sailboat in the Mediterranean and just sort of sail from port to port. That's the.
All right. When do you look to accomplish that by?
5 years.
5 years? All right, let's do it. Life goals: scuba diving, skydiving, learning a second language.
I've already skydived, scuba dive. I want to definitely learn more language. I need to learn French for sure, because definitely want to spend more time in France. So that's definitely a place to be.
All right. Do you already know another language?
I don't really.
Okay, gotcha. So
dog. I speak dog.
Speak dog. Okay, amen. Dr. Doolittle, right?
Correct.
Okay,
yes.
Very good. How do you remain humble?
I keep my 2 adages in my mind, which is what I led with, which is to leave the world a better place and treat others as you want to be treated.
Amen to that, brother. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Who is the mentor that you spoke to most recently?
My wife.
Okay. So you spoke to her like 10 minutes ago before this interview.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you guys speak about?
How to be confident.
How to be confident?
How to stay on this and do this well.
Okay. I love it. Now, wrapping up here, how can people get into contact you? You have a website?
Yes.
Okay. You have Facebook?
Yes.
You have Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. And that's it. Just those 3, right?
Those 3, yep. And when you go to the website for Diamond Dog, you can find the app there, and you can download it, and you can book your own stays and whatnot in that space. Yeah.
Okay. Is Diamond Dog like 24/7?
Absolutely.
Okay. So somebody will call you at 2:00 in the morning. Hey.
Well, let's not say that. So we take care of them 24/7, but
Gotcha.
we are usually from 8 a.m. to 6 or 7 p.m. is our sort of like standard business hours to pick up and drop off.
Okay.
But we're obviously out here because we are always out here trying to take care of the dogs night and day. So that is 24 hours we're taking care of the dogs, not having people cruise up over all hours.
Gotcha. It's not like an emergency drop off type of.
No, not particularly.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining us. Go out there, show some valor. Okay. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Bye. That's it.
Cool.
What is she?